Okay, so the number one thing that Swift absolutely needs to change, and remember, this is just my opinion, but I'm pretty sure there will be plenty of Swift drivers out there that will agree with me. The number one thing that Swift needs to change is the amount of staffing on nights and weekends. I cannot tell you how infuriating it is to try and get a hold of somebody on night or on the weekend. Sometimes my driver manager is in on the weekends, but doesn't always work a whole shift. Usually, their day is done around noon, 1 o'clock, something like that. My opinion, not only do Swift needs a Monday through Friday shift, they need a Tuesday through Saturday and a Wednesday through Sunday. Both for the day and night. And it needs to be a full staff. If we have to be out here 24 hours a day, and our trucks run 24 hours a day, why can't the staff behind the desk? It makes no sense when a company as big as Swift has a bare bones skeleton crew at night and on the weekends. There's maybe 20 or 30 people, depending on the terminal that you're calling. Swift or Phoenix and Salt Lake terminals, they are the biggest terminals in the company, so they have the most people working nights and weekends. But it's not enough. This company has roughly 25,000 trucks, about 47,000 drivers, and 55 to 60,000 trailers, give or take. I mean, those are just the numbers the last time I looked into it. Now that was about 4 or 5 months ago. But when I have an issue at night, I do not want to sit on hold for 30 to 45 minutes waiting to get a hold of somebody so that way I can talk to them. Or when I send in a message on the Qualcomm's worse. Like, you get through on the phone quicker than you do on the Qualcomm. I sat one day not too long ago, like last Saturday I think it was, for 2.5 hours trying to get attached and dispatched to the empty that I found. Between making phone calls and sending in messages on the Qualcomm, it took 2.5 hours. And the last person, I'm not going to say their name, but the last person to dispatch me, to actually get that empty attached to me, fucked up my entire dispatch. I was in Sumner, Washington, supposed to pick up at Spokane and take it to Salt Lake. I was going to drop it there. From Sumner to Spokane is 292 miles, give or take. And the last person to dispatch me changed my dispatch completely, saying that I was picking up in Sumner and taking that trailer to Salt Lake. If Swift wants to pay me 1,000 miles it's for a trailer, I'll do it, but that's not what it was supposed to be. The first two I called in, let me backtrack. The first empty I found, I sent in 2 Qualcomm messages, and I called in on the phone. This trailer was great. I was picking up a load of paper, which, if you've ever picked up rolls of paper, those companies are extremely picky about the trailers that come in. And this trailer that I found was great. It was a 2012 trailer, but it looked brand new. Like, it was still nice and shiny. Nothing was broken. Nothing was missing. It was great. It was fresh out of the shop too. It had a green tag saying that it was good to go. I look up to it, pick up the landing gear, I attach my airlines, and as soon as I hit send on my Qualcomm telling them that I was attached to that trailer, I was on the phone. I got through on the phone faster than it took for a message to come through on the Qualcomm, and I was on the phone for 25 minutes on hold. And then they told me that that trailer was under dispatch and already attached to another truck. I got into an argument with that person because it's night shift out of Phoenix, and saying that when a trailer, it's company policy, when a trailer goes into the shop, it needs to be removed from the dispatch, with the exception that if it's loaded and it needs to be delivered soon. But this was an empty trailer and it just came out of the shop. I had an argument about that, but they were just holding their ground, so I said, you know what, fine, I'll go find another empty. 2 spots down was another empty. I'm like, okay, cool. So I hook up to it, I pick up the landing gear, attach my airlines, and I send in another message. Still have not gotten a message back about that original trailer that I hooked up to. Sent in a message, called in. 30 minutes I was on hold, calling to get dispatched. They say, okay, you're dispatched, you're good to go. Dispatch comes through. My empty is not listed on the dispatch, so that means that I cannot leave that terminal until that trailer shows up that I'm attached to it. So I call in again, another 30 minutes, another message. Still haven't gotten a response back about that original trailer. 30 minutes go by, I calmly explained to him that whoever was the last person to dispatch me didn't put the trailer into the dispatch. So this person says, okay, you're good to go. Comes through on the Qualcomm. Still doesn't show the trailer number. At this point, I'm pissed because I've already spent 2 hours trying to get out of this fucking place. I call again. 10 minutes I'm on hold, which ain't too bad. And this person, I explained to him a little bit more irritated, and then he said, okay, you're good to go. Dispatch comes through and it's changed like I explained. I don't know what it is about the night shift and weekend crews. Weekend crews during the day aren't too bad, but the night shift during the week and the weekends, I would rather sit and wait until the morning to get a hold of somebody, because at night a majority of terminals, their entire staff go home for the night, and we get redirected to, depending on your division, you get redirected to either Phoenix or Salt Lake, and sometimes even Salt Lake redirects me to Phoenix, and that's what was happening. Now, to you sitting on the other side of the screen, you may think I'm just being a baby, and I probably am. But when I was short for time and I needed to get that when you genuinely need to get a hold of somebody and you have to spend 30 to 45, sometimes an hour on hold to get a hold of somebody, after you've already sent in a Qualcomm message and nobody has responded to your Qualcomm, it's aggravating. It is extremely aggravating. If the drivers and their trucks on this side of the industry have to operate 24 hours a day, why can't the staff behind the desk? I will never understand that. That's why I like to drive during the day. But it doesn't always pan out that way. So my opinion, number one thing that Swift needs to change, they need a full staff for nights and weekends, a Monday through Friday, a Tuesday through Saturday, and a Wednesday through Sunday. If Swift were to implement those changes, or any changes that I suggest or think that Swift should implement, I think this company would be much, much better, and their drivers would be much happier. But that's just one man's opinion. So you can talk to other drivers, you can have your own opinion. You may not care all that much as I do. Whatever it may be, to each his own, man. So that's it for now. Be safe, everybody.